Hello again. Your flaming shark is back with another video. And today, he's giving you an archive review to his blind commentary, blind reaction to Fairy Tale Dragon Cry. Um, if you're wondering why I did the intro like that in a way different way than my typical flaming shark intro, it's because I'm being a meme. And this is just how I'm recording these archive reviews. I'm just being a meme, and I think this will probably continue for other archive reviews for these old series that I have to re-up because, I have my old reactions. I said what I wanted to say. If I really have something I want to add, I'll add it in these reviews. But generally speaking, if I really wanted to say more, I'd say it in the video, in the reaction video. Like, that's the thing. It's like my reactions themselves are kind of reactions and reviews because I give my initial review, my initial thoughts on each episode as I do them. And that's kind of part of the thing. And even sometimes in the episode, I'll pause the episode or I'll give my thoughts or whatever. And that's just the formula. That's the way that I like to discuss anime. That's the way I like to discuss cartoons with you guys is in this format, and that just works really well. It's what I've done for a long time. It's why I'm popular. I don't have the talent or the skill set for true reviews, so instead I make meme reviews, and they're starting to get funny. I've actually really enjoyed recording these fairy tale ones because I've done some funny ones with the ones going up today. I've done some funny ones with these fairy tale ones, and I'm actually kind of really amused with myself, and I'm really curious to see how these continue to go because these have been pretty funny in my opinion, and I'm really curious to see what we get out of these. What the fuck am I talking about? What am I talking about? I have no idea what I'm talking about. So that is fun. So yeah, that's cool. Anyways, I'm going to tell you that it's a lot of fun, and I am really excited to do the video. Dude, dude, I think I've just made too many videos. I literally am like derping out and just saying random shit. So my social security number. Oh god, I don't know why those memes are so funny to me. There's something funny about jokes about people giving out information. I don't know why it's funny. It's just funny for some reason. Anyways, it's really exciting because this is it. After today, we're gonna have all Fairy Tale re-upped. So all of the old Fairy Tale that was down on YouTube is gonna be back up, and on top of that, I'm almost done with Fairy Tale in general. So we're almost gonna have a complete Fairy Tale series, and that's a big reason why I wanted to spend these 3 days re-upping all this Fairy Tale is because I wanted to, when we finish Fairy Tale, I want to have a complete Fairy Tale series for anyone who wants to watch the whole thing and all that stuff. And it's great, and I love that, and it's fantastic that we're in a situation where I'm about to finish Fairy Tale, but also all of the other Fairy Tale is accessible here on YouTube. It just works out really well like that. As far as the Dragon Cry movie, also links down below in the description. There'll be a mega reaction link and a BitChute reaction link. Should be really fun. Also, there is going to be a what's it called? There's going to be a fucking oh my god, what the hell? There's also going to be a why am I derping? There's also going to be a the other links are down below in the description. The Discord, the Twitter, my anime list, the Patreon, the Google Doc, and the email are all down there. So you can do with those what you will. Anyways, Dragon Cry. So Dragon Cry, the Dragon Cry, is actually this special staff. And yeah, there's basically this whole thing where a person from Fiore steals the staff, and then it creates this whole plot. And you have this character. you have this character, Sonia, who is the Dragoncry kind of girl, as I think of her. She's like the um, big Dragoncry character. And what I really liked about her, and what I think what made her so cool in this movie, is she was just such a like sweet character who had a really cool character arc. And I think, you can make the comparisons between her and the girl from the first movie. She kind of played that role of being like the plot relevant like character who not necessarily the movie is fully named after necessarily, more so in the first one, but is kind of like that plot relevant character. They were both girls, and they were both just like that main-ish character who's like important to the story and we'll never see again after after what's it called, after oh god, I am derping out in this. I am ready to just get these all ready to go for tomorrow and get going with my night routine and stuff. But yeah, I really enjoyed Dragon Cry. I thought it was actually one of the better parts of Fairy Tale. The animation was, it was very good. It wasn't like, oh my god, this is the greatest animation of all time, but it was like, oh my god, this animation's way better than typical Fairy Tale, which makes sense because it was a movie. It probably had a lot more money behind it and more time possibly as well. And it just, there was a lot of things going well for it. And I really enjoyed it. I thought they put together a really cool Fairy Tale film. I thought Dragon Cry was better than Phoenix Priestess, and I didn't think Phoenix Priestess was bad by any stretch. I thought that was an enjoyable film. This was a really enjoyable film. This was really good. Dragon Cry is up there with some of the better arcs of the show. Is just like, obviously it's not comparable to like full-blown arcs because it's just, like a hour, and I don't even know if it probably wasn't even an hour 30 movie. It was a shorter film, a short kind of anime film. But as its own story, it really held up quite well. And I thought the story that they told, especially with Sonia and Animus and the whole thing, was really cool. And also the kind of play on END, the references to END, I really enjoyed that. And then the ending where we get to see Acnologia as well as Brandish, Invel, and Zareth, I thought that was like really cool. I thought that little kind of tease towards the Alvarez Empire arc was like really spicy, and I thought the way that they did that was really cool, kind of just building up the final arc of the show. It played really well with everything, and I'm really glad that I got the chance to react to this film because this was a really fun film, and this is one of my really beloved Fairy Tale parts, I guess you could say, of the Fairy Tale series, even though this kind of, again, is one of those things where it doesn't really fit well into any particular Fairy Tale canon or anything like that. It's just kind of a random Fairy Tale thing, but it was a really enjoyable movie, and it's one of those things that, like, if you watch Fairy Tale but you haven't seen the Fairy Tale movies, or you haven't seen this one in particular or whatever, but if you've like watched the series without watching these movies, I would really recommend Dragon Cry because it's just a really fun story. Like, I mean, I'd probably recommend both of the films. They were both cool, but I would, if you had to pick between Phoenix Priestess and Dragon Cry, I would personally say check out Dragon Cry. It looks really good. The story is interesting, and I think it all comes together, and it was really sad near the end and really just beautiful. And it was one of those moments where it's like you kind of forget that Fairy Tale can be really sad and beautiful sometimes, but then you have those moments like Fairy Tale Zero, like Dragon Cry, and like other parts in the story, Tower of Heaven, where this show is just really good because when it's on, but when it's off, it's off. Like, that's kind of one of the best ways I could describe this show. Is Hiro Mashima is a really good writer when he has a distinct vision, but I think when he loses sight of his particular vision, it can go off the walls and it can get pretty weird, and not in a good way, because obviously weird honestly is more often a good thing than a bad thing in my experience with media, but not necessarily in the ways that I'm referring to currently as it pertains to Hero and Fairy Tale. Whatever the case may be, though, generally speaking, Dragon Cry was a great film, and I'm glad to have all these re-ups up, because this should hopefully be the last one. The OPs might possibly be after this or before this. I don't actually know yet. I don't know if they're going to be on YouTube or a re-up. I don't know. If it's a re-up, it's probably going to be after this. If it's the original, it might be before this. I don't know. But whatever the case is, here we are on Monday, and the the Fairy Tale series is whole again. I obviously haven't finished it. I still have 13 episodes to watch, but all of the reactions I've done to Fairy Tale are now once again available to you all, and that is fantastic. So, without further ado, it's time for me to bid you adieu. Flamin' Shark signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I will see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.